Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. As you guys can tell from the beginning of this video, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about taking the risk. And as you can see, the landscape's a little different today. I decided to find a nice little pond here in my neighborhood and get out and get into nature. It's about 10:30 at night, and so sorry if my hair is a little windy. It's got some of the wind here down in Texas, but I think this is a beautiful view, and I think this is a beautiful night to talk about taking a risk, because it's been on my mind a lot lately. It's been on my mind a lot lately about how we live in such a world that is so caught up in this hustle culture, hustle porn, that all it preaches is do, but really nobody actually does. Very few people actually do. And I want to really speak to the people that are out there that are constantly thinking to themselves and knowing that they are meant for more, that have this conviction and this feeling within their gut, just their true intuition just knows they want more, but they've been so afraid. You've been so afraid. You've been so scared to actually take that risk. And it's time you truly do take that risk. It's time you truly decide to start taking risks in life, putting your balls on the table and really going all for it. Because I was in the same shoes. Throughout all college, I had this intuition, this feeling that I was meant for more, that I wanted more, and I wanted to live and experience these awesome things. But I always felt like I was casted out and shadowed away from all of that, because I truly never gave it full valiant effort. Yes, I tried different things. I started different businesses, and most of my businesses were pretty shit. I started a clothing company that absolutely failed. I had an email marketing agency that you could say it failed. I had about 8 clients. I made some money, but I really didn't do super well. And I didn't have a network of people who I could go to and bounce ideas off of and get more opportunities and have this vast pool of people that I could just go to on a daily basis who were way farther along in the entrepreneurial journey than me and way more vetted in the entrepreneurial space than me, until I decided to finally take a freaking risk and come down to Austin, Texas. I decided to be the guy who said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to spend $4,000 on this course, and I'm going to spend $4,000. I had $4,500 to my name, and I spent $4,000 on this course to get me into high ticket sales. And that's a whole nother story for a different day. But basically, I wanted to get into sales. I quit all my businesses, and I just wanted to get into sales and start making money online in some way. And that's what I did. I spent $4,000, the rest of my money, to where I didn't have shit. And I just made it happen. I said, I'm going to go and take this risk on this business endeavor. And I invested into this community. And what came of that was a couple different things. The first thing was I got to finally see what it was like to have my back against the wall. I'd always lived in this comfort, cushy little zone. Yes, I've always worked hard my entire life. I played college baseball. I've been very blessed with an athletic ability to be good at sports. And so I got the ability to play college sports, but I never truly knew what people meant when they said your back's against the wall and you just got to figure it the fuck out and make it happen. And so I joined this community. I spent $4,000 and I joined this community. I take one of the biggest risks of my life, and I just start bombing applications, just blasting these things like crazy, left and right, taking true valiant action. Rather than just saying I'm gonna do something, I actually do it. I actually did it. I said, if I'm gonna actually do this thing and spend every single dime that I have in my bank account, I might as well really make it happen. And I said, instead of being the guy who just saves all his money, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I knew the opportunity was there. I just had to go and take it. And so I got into this community. I got a bunch of these sales roles given to me, not given to me, but offered to me. And I had no sales experience. Yes, I had my email marketing agency and I had a little bit of my clothing business, but when it comes to like a true sales position, when I'm actually doing discovery, finding out how to close deals and handling objections, I had no idea how to do that shit. But I figured it out. I stayed curious. I stayed optimistic about my journey, and I wasn't making shit at first. I got on a couple roles where I wasn't making any money. And people were always asking me, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what do you do for work? And I would just say I'm a life changer, because I was changing people's lives with the companies I was working for. Even though I wasn't making a whole lot of money, I was a life changer. And that was the person who I was in my mind, because I knew if I said I was a life changer, I always knew I was going to change my life. So let's fast forward. This was in about June. Fast forward to September. I come down to Austin, Texas. Barely any money. I'm still scraping by on these roles that I'm doing. And I meet all these guys who are my age or a little bit older or even younger than me, who are making tens of thousands of dollars a month online. And that's when it all switched. It all freaking flipped, man. I went from Iowa to having this paradigm shift, being in this crazy cool city, seeing all these people. And I was like, wow. What is it that they have differently than me? How are they in this same position? How are they in this position? And I've always had confidence in myself, but I just knew after meeting these people, I was like, I can be better than all of these people. What's the difference right now between me and them that doesn't have me where I want to be? And it was simply just taking a risk on getting out of my comfort zone and leaving Iowa. Every single person I interacted with at that event was like, you need to be down here in Texas. You need to get out of your hometown. You need to get away from every single thing that you know, get uncomfortable, and just go put your back against the wall. And so 2 days after that event, I signed a lease to Austin, Texas, and I moved 3 weeks later. I took every single thing that I owned, and I decided to take the biggest risk of my life and come down to Austin, Texas, and just put my back against the wall and grind my face off. And I will tell you what, that was the dopest thing that ever happened to me. It was the scariest thing I've ever done. My parents were scared. I was scared. I had no true plan. The only thing I knew was I was on a good gig. I was good at using my sales skills to sell a product, and I had true conviction and belief in myself. So I said, I'm putting my balls on the table, and I'm going to figure it out while I go. There's no plan B. I'm going all in. And that's exactly what I did. And it's the greatest decision I ever made, because before I moved to Texas, my number one goal, I had never seen $10,000 ever in my bank account. And I said, all I want is just $10,000 plus in my bank account. What's so crazy is for so long, I had chased it. For so long, I had just wanted this weird goal of just $10,000. And I don't say this to be like, oh, I'm materialistic and wanted money, but I just wanted to see if I could do it. First 2 months I'm here, I had well over $10,000 in my bank account, which is insane to me. And I don't say that to be like, oh, I made really good money, and all of a sudden if you move, you're gonna just make a whole lot of money. But I truly believe that when you put your back against the wall and you're forced to perform and you put yourself in a position that makes you truly grow, you will exceed your limits. I exceeded the $10,000 goal. That's all I ever wanted, and I smashed it. Because I put my back against the wall and I took the fattest risk of my life. Now today, I'm in the most cool city ever. I'm in Austin, Texas. I have a friend group of multiple millionaires. I'm not a millionaire, so I can't sit here and be like, oh, I'm super successful. To some people, millionaires aren't successful, and I get that. And this isn't a video about me being successful. This is just a video about me truly being grateful that I sucked it up, and I decided to take a risk, and I decided to leave all my friends behind. And not that I don't love my friends, but I decided to finally take a risk and go and meet new people. And I've met some of the coolest people I could ever ask for down here, who are truly competent and very high level business acumen type of people. And I would never have experienced that or got to do that if I didn't take a risk. by spending $4,000, which then just was a chain reaction of different things, of different opportunities coming my way, which led me to Austin, Texas. And now I don't know where I'll be in 3 years, because this has all happened in a 1-year span of just taking a big ass risk. And yeah, I'd been taking risks in college, starting the businesses. I'd taken a risk in college by starting an email marketing agency, having no idea what to do. And I learned a lot. And the premise of the video, guys, is I want you to understand that I wouldn't be where I'm at today, in the dope ass position where I'm at today, to where I could move to Austin, Texas. I can live on my own. I can much more than well pay for myself. I've never been financially stable, and I finally am. And yes, I have a whole longer way to go. I have a lot more to go, but I truly just said, I'm gonna fucking take a risk and do it, and I did it. And look where it's gotten me. It's gotten me to really, truly, like, feel like I've been living a fulfilled life this past year, because I can remember last Christmas, not this Christmas this year, but last Christmas in 2024, I remember or 2023, last Christmas in 2023, I can remember crying, just bawling my eyes out, literally just so depressed, because I had no money, I had no clients at my business, and I had no idea where life was gonna take me. And now I'm sitting here talking to you guys down in Austin, Texas, in the most fulfilled state I've ever been in my life, in terms of mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. And it's just like I have this sense of equanimity, because I know that the things that I'm going to do and the things that I'm going to pursue are going to be awesome, because I'm just operating out of an abundant state, because I decided to take a risk. And I feel like I truly changed my life by taking a risk. And the reason why I gave you such a long backstory on that is because if you're somebody who knows you're made for more, you need to just take a risk. You need to start the business. You need to move states. You need to ask the girl or the guy out. You need to go do these things. You need to go take a risk. You need to tell yourself, even if I fail, I will still succeed. Even if I fail, I'll still be alive. Even if I fail, I'll simply learn. It doesn't matter. I could fall flat on my face tomorrow, but I'm going to fall forward, you bet your ass. And I want you to understand that there's no room for growth in comfortability. There's no room for true progress in anything you do without putting your back against the wall, without taking a risk. You have to take risks in life, guys. You have to take a risk. You have to be willing to throw all the cards on the table. You have to be willing to bet against the house and go all in. Go all in. Play like you've got a fucking 3 pair, like you've got a 4 pair, like you've got a full house. Play like that. Even if you got freaking offsuit, whatever, you got to play like you've got the whole world at your disposal, because you do. Especially if you're a young cat. If you're somebody who's young, you've got a good head on your shoulders, you've got a healthy mind and a stable body, go take a risk. Stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring about what your friend does. Stop caring about what all these people think is the best thing for you. What's best for you is what's best for you. You know what's best for you. Nobody else does. Your parents don't. Your friends don't. Your girlfriend and boyfriend don't. Your teachers don't. Nobody knows what's best for you except for you. You learn that from God. You ask God, what's best for me? He'll reveal it to you. Ask and you shall receive. But you have to be willing to put it all on the table and trust the plan, trust the process. And I think it's so important for us nowadays to just actually do it. Say and do what you were going to do. I know I rambled a lot in this video, guys, and I wanted to make it minimal edits as much as possible, because I want to keep this YouTube channel as authentic as possible. I want to keep this YouTube channel as real as possible. And I finally decided that this is the shit I love. I love talking to the camera. I love motivating and inspiring people. And I just need to go harder at this stuff. I want to continue to share my experiences and the things that I've learned along my short journey so far and where I'm going. I want to share with you guys, truthfully, the progress that I make on a month-to-month basis. And just, I want to keep myself accountable to continue building this thing out, because I love spreading positivity. I love spreading the good vibes and making you guys truly light a fire under your fucking ass, because that's what I needed in life. I needed to light a fire under my ass. I needed that sense of motivation, because while I am a very motivating person and a very inspired person just with the world itself, I've had very tough times. I've had very sad and depressed times. And guys, I promise you, if you take the risk and you go all in on something, you will change your fucking life. And I mean that. You will change your fucking life by going all in on something and just taking the risk. So if you know you were meant for more, if you feel and believe that you're meant for more, that truly means that you are. And you need to get out of your comfort zone, and you need to take the risk, my friend. Write it down, make a plan, and believe in yourself, or else you'll never actually make it happen. Take the risk.
You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun. Say you wanna hit the highway while the engine roars. Well, come on.